Hello everybody, today we're in what I loosely term the engine room, my biggest polytunnel. It's 28 foot long, 18 foot wide and about 8 foot tall. It's a brilliant tunnel, it's massive and it does everything I need it. Apart from one thing, and that's ventilation. Now, those of you who have been subscribed for a year or more will have heard me last year, possibly the year before that, saying I need to put some automatic windows in this for ventilation. I put this tunnel up in 2016 with the intention of doing it then. 6 years down the line, I'm finally getting down to getting some ventilation. This is just one way of doing it. There's plenty of fancy ways of doing it, but this is a nice simple way. And I'm going to be using greenhouse vent openers. So where you've got the peaked roof on a greenhouse like this, the windows here and they open up like this on the roof. And you can buy those units separately, and that's what I've done. I bought 2 of them. I'm putting one at either end, fitted them in the doors. That's the best place for them to go, and as high as on the door as I possibly can. And I'm going to show you 2 methods, one which is a nice neat way of doing it, and I'll do that at the front there, and then the other one at the back which you can use if you want to get the job done quickly or if you haven't got any spare plastic. So let's crack on and have a look. So this is the magical bit of kit that fits to your window and opens it automatically for you. If you can see here, this has got a bracket at the bottom and this fits directly onto your door. We're going to put a window in this area and this opens out like this, and you can see this bit actually fits onto your window. So fits onto your door and then this bit onto your actual window. This is actuated by this wax cylinder which goes through here and it connects together. Now once all this is tied up, as this heats up during the day, it expands and it pushes this thing out, therefore opens the window. But first we need to make a frame for the window itself. So to do that, where's my tape? Here you go. What you want to do is measure up first. Measure up your bottom area there, which is 32 3/8. Sorry for those people who are metric, but I'm old money. I'm old. And then also measure it at the top as well. Get that measurement and take a 1/4 inch off the total length. This gives the frame movement within the door frame. Cut your 2 pieces of wood for the top and bottom of your window and put them in. Now you can measure for your uprights. You can measure up there, get your measurements off there and take off a 1/4 inch again, giving movements all around the frame. Once you've got those pieces, you can then test fit by popping that in and this one in there. And you can see now we've got a window in there, which now you can make more sense of it, that this will attach and open it. So we need to connect those bits together, then we can move on with the next stage. So with your frame together, if you've got plastic, you can just position your frame on it and start to wrap your frame up. This, where I'm stapling now, will be the inside edge. So inside the polytunnel. It's a bit mucky, but you know, I can wipe it afterwards and it's good enough for a window. So remember, this isn't finished joinery like you would expect in your house. This is allotment stuff. Doesn't have to be perfect. And this excess we can cut off with scissors later, and it's relatively easy to make a nice tidy job of it very quickly. Right, this is the scary bit, or the point of no return, and that you're going to be putting holes in it. So poke a hole with your scissors and cut down to a corner. Give it a good margin. You'll see why I'm doing this in a second. Then just cut that out, and that's so. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Rough and rustic does the job. Right, so we've cut that out. Get our stapler again. So we're now refitting the plastic that's just come loose out of the way, and we'll trim the rest of that up once all that's stapled in. So with that trimmed out, fit your window in. And if you can, put some spacers in to space it more towards the top. So I'll find something just to space that up and knock that right up to the top. I'm going to fit some hinges to this now. I'm just going to put one screw in either side of the hinge. It's just a test fit more than anything. Take the spacers out. It's a little tight. So yesterday I ran out of time and couldn't get this finished off. Managed to get this one finished off and get the pin in this. So this is set up, is all working. You can see it's slightly open. I'll just go outside. So you could just want a bit of a wash now, but that's ready. But now down the other end of the tunnel, I'm going to show you what I'm doing down there as a bit of a shortcut. So this is a shortcut if you just want to take the shortcut, or you haven't got enough plastic to make another window, or you can't be bothered wrapping it, or for whatever reason. It's just something that I used on a previous tunnel, and I'm going to use it here just to show you that you've got options. So I've got the same frame, made the same way as before. You can see I've got the plant labels in just to space it up, and I'm not going to bother wrapping this like I did the other one. On the outside, I've got a couple of hinges set on the actual door frame, and the plastic's all intact. So let's crack on. So as I say, this is a quick and dirty way of doing it. Just push your hinges up out the way, and we just want to cut the plastic just below the hinges. There we go. Now drop the hinge down and screw the hinge onto the window frame. I might have to do this left-handed. Now what we need to do is staple the plastic around the door frame and around the window frame. Now with them stapled around, all we need to do is cut this out around the window frame that you just put in, and you've got ready-made window. Quick and dirty. And then just need to, the same as the other end, put the operation thing in. Well, there we go, quick and dirty door frame. You could put some paralysed timber over there if you wanted to hold them on, but that's quick and dirty. That will work and get you out of a jam if you haven't got any spare plastic. There we go, job done. So that's it for this one. That's my window frames done, both ends, and I've now got ventilation that's going to run through here. So even on the hot afternoons when I'm not here, plenty of ventilation in here. My plants won't overheat or wilt, and I shouldn't get dry set on some of the flowers on the flowering plants in here, which can happen when you get excess heat. So there we go, polytunnel windows sorted. Right, that's it for today. Look after yourselves, everyone. Take care, stay safe. I'll see you all very, very soon. Ta-ra now.